Hey everyone, Sam here. I'm going to take you through a bit of a Bitcoin breakdown and as well as the top 10 crypto market cap. Alright, so on Bitcoin here, oh, pardon me, it's supposed to be on the daily. God damn trading view. Okay, having a look on the daily here, we've had a nice, last week was really nice. Okay, we had a nice big move, yet to see a definite pullback on the daily, which is what I would personally like to see in order to have a nice little cradle off of the daily chart. But what interests me here is the weekly. If we look on the weekly time frame, we are officially in an uptrend. Got a low, high, higher high, low, higher high, higher low, new higher high. This is the first time we have made a higher high since the 11th of December 2017. That's pretty significant to me. We do have a bit of resistance coming up ahead, but if I were to get a trade on the daily, I'd just hope that it would happen sooner rather than later, so I can get my one-to-one before that little bit of resistance. There's nothing here on Bitcoin just yet for me. The midterm time frames are kind of, although they are in an uptrend, they are looking a little bit messy. We're divergent here on the 4. The 8's a little bit messy, as you can see. We just kind of pushed on, pulled back a bit. Now we're just grinding along, and what tends to happen when we grind along is it just tends to, the analogy that Trader Cobb likes to use is you put your hands out, you put your arms out for a long time and try and hold it. At first it's easy, but then the weight starts to take over, and it ends up being pretty hard to hold them up, and that's what we tend to see if we don't get a nice pullback and then a push on. Anyway, that's kind of what's happening on Bitcoin at the moment. On to Ethereum. Ethereum's pushed to new highs on the daily. I do like this trend here. We pushed on past this little bit of resistance here on the daily, which is good. If I were to get a pullback, it would be pretty nice to have. 4 hour looks okay. Where are we at the moment? Around here. Yeah. Look, there's nothing there just yet. We needed to pull back for a trade to occur or to present itself. Nothing really on the lower time frames for Ethereum, so take that out of the list for now. Okay, on to Ripple. Ripple here. We have a low, high. It's all kind of, it's a little bit messy on the daily as well in the midterm time frames. There isn't all too much. It's just kind of hanging around this area. Do seem to have a little bit of resistance. There's nothing that I would trade off just yet. It's broke through it a few times. If there were to be something that were to develop on here, I'd need a few more tests to really solidify that area. And that wick, in all honesty, that kind of spoils it for me. So nothing on Ripple just yet. Bitcoin Cash, we've had a massive few days. Let's have a look on the weekly as well. What was that week? A 90% move last week for Bitcoin Cash. It's amazing. We haven't seen those kinds of moves in a long time, well, to the upside anyway. We do have an uptrend here, much like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple. It's all a little bit too messy as well. We have a level, have a look-see. Nah, nothing there just yet. So on to Litecoin. I really do like Litecoin's trend. Would be nice to see a pullback into this old significant level of around $74. Would be really nice to just see a pullback across the board, in all honesty, like a nice definite pullback rather than this hovering around a certain area. Look, if that were to pull back into the 61.8% fib level, nice small bullish candle, would not hesitate to enter that at all. There's nothing there just yet. Not really all too keen on the midterm not really all too keen on this just yet. Would like to see a definite pullback here. Let's have a look at 12. 12 does look okay. But yeah, I would definitely like to see a deeper pullback. It kind of just pushed on and yeah, hasn't really pulled back deep enough for me just yet. EOS. Let's have a look at the daily. Really good to see these moves come again in the market, isn't it? I know you shouldn't trade off feeling, and I never do, but it feels different at the moment. I don't know what it is. Across social media, I'm on Reddit a little bit, and seeing the sentiment kind of change a little bit. It's good to see. Yeah, much like those before it, there's nothing here just yet. Low to mid-term time frames are just all too messy for me. This market needs to figure out what it wants to do. I'm happy for it to push on, but I'd be happier to see it pull back and present us with some opportunities. So on to Binance. So Binance has just kind of kept on going. I do hold a little bit of it. I wasn't in that Binance Bitcoin trade. Look, there's nothing there on Binance. The trend does look nice on the daily, although, yeah, what's that? Yeah, it's convergent at the moment, according to these. That high to that high, it's convergent, but there's nothing there. So on to Stellar Lumen. Another nice little uptrend here, but I feel like I'm a broken record. But much like those before it, we need to see a definite pullback. Is there anything on the lower time frames? Look, I wouldn't be too keen to take anything on here. It's kind of grinding on. It's all real too wicky for me as well. But it does look positive on the daily. Do we have any resistance coming up? Oh, long way to go. Long way to go. On to Cardano. Jesus, look at that. It's a massive, massive day. Massive wick. Yuck. Did happen a while ago, but it did ruin it. Let's have a look at the lower time frames. Doesn't look to be at any kind of level at all. Yeah, nothing there just yet. And now on to Tron. Do have an uptrend on the daily. High, higher, low, higher, high. But it was this old level. It's a little bit too messy to be considered a level. I'm going to erase that. Oh, we are convergent as well, which is good. But much like those before it, there is nothing there. Would have to see a pullback here for anything, for a reason for me to enter any trades at the moment across the top 10. We did have a good week last week. Remember to stay patient, everyone. We had a big week. Remember to keep your bearings and stay to the rules. If a trade's there, take it, but do not try and force anything. It will bite you in the backside. Alright, guys and girls, that's it from me. Have a good night and bye for now.